So we tend to get this question a lot, and we wanted to address it. How much do we exercise? How much did we exercise to lose 160 pounds combined? There are many of you that are coming into this journey gung-ho, and you want to start keto, and then you want to add exercise on top of it, and so you're wondering, like, how much do I have to exercise in order to lose weight on keto? And this may vary, but we can just only talk about our experiences. And this may trigger some of you out there. And it's not like we're saying exercise is bad or unhealthy or anything like that, because we think exercise is important. And we just want to be honest and maybe encouraging to some of you who don't exercise that we lost all of this weight without doing exercise. Doing exercise. Is that the way you even say it?
Exercising.
Without exercising. I don't even know how to say that phrase. It's so foreign to me.
She doesn't know how to incorporate it into our speak.
We have done very little to zero exercise to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, comment on this video. No kidding. And before we get all of the comments below saying, oh my God, you're so unhealthy, it's like, that wasn't the question. The question was, did we exercise to lose the weight? And the answer still is no.
People often comment you should be exercising because of your health and because you're going to thank yourself later for working out and stuff like that. And I totally agree, but we just don't do it at this point in our life. And last year we tried to incorporate some challenges into our lifestyle to hopefully get us in a better mindset about working out. So we decided to do Chloe Tang's 2-week shred, which I had to actually beg Emily to do because she didn't really want to do it. And I actually had a lot of fun doing the challenge because it's just kind of funny. I think I would never go to a gym normally because I would be embarrassed with my form and, running and doing all this stuff. I wouldn't want people to watch me, but with this YouTube channel, what?
Well, what's the difference?
No, I know, but that's what I'm trying to say is that with this YouTube channel, it has really just I really don't really care about making a fool of myself anymore.
Well,
so
that we did.
But when I look back, I'm glad that we did it because I think I actually worked out for 14 days consecutively, which I've never done before, ever. So yeah, I was able to keep to it. We did lose a couple pounds. I don't really remember how much we lost from that, but we also did a jump rope challenge, which was also interesting because I probably hadn't jump roped in 20 years. And I found out that my knees and jump roping do not get along. So
I thought that those would get a lot of views. And that's why I did it. Not gonna lie. Sorry. Our channel was growing very slowly at the time, and I said if we put ourselves out there in an exercise challenge like the Chloe Ting thing, it was gonna take off because we looked so
one
stupid.
Of our biggest videos.
We looked so stupid and ridiculous and terrible and uncoordinated and just horrible that it's got to go viral or something. It did not.
Well, you know what, though? I appreciated the comments. A lot of people commented that they liked seeing people like us doing the exercises, people that were uncoordinated or not exercise people to begin with. So There were a lot of comments like that, and that I felt good that I was contributing and making other people maybe consider exercising.
I just wanted to be honest, though, about that because it's this is the kind of psychology that I go through. It's I didn't think about my health really when I was doing that challenge. I was thinking about growing our channel or, finding a little success or something like that. It didn't really have to do, I don't know, is that bad to say? Is that bad to say?
There is always the pressure of society saying that, diet and exercise are a journey that is supposed to be done together instead of just thinking about it more so how we lost weight, which was doing the dieting and the restriction of carbs and then slowly integrating exercise
if ever,
right. But with the challenges, we did it separately. So
I've said this before. I want to exercise, but I just want to exercise. We thought it would be funny to experiment with, hypnotism and trying to hypnotize ourselves to be motivated to exercise. And then we couldn't motivate ourselves to watch the hypnotism video for 45 minutes a day. We can even be motivated to hypnotize ourselves. Kind of had the thought of I don't know if I want to be hypnotized to be motivated to exercise. That would change me as a person.
Oh my God.
Not to say that lazy or what is the word? Inactive for it is a good attribute to have. But it is kind of my brand. Sedentary? Sure. My husband is an ultra marathon runner and he can run 25 miles a day and I am the opposite of him. And so that's my brand. That's what I have going for me. Anyway, I think it's kind of funny though that I think for a lot of people, they get all excited about keto and then they want to double down with the exercise because they've never done it before.
Well, they also want to see results.
They want to see results. But the truth is that you don't have to do it to lose weight. there's definitely positives of exercising so that when you lose like hundreds of pounds, you don't look like a blob afterwards, because I've never done exercise. So I definitely, it shows that I've lost 100 pounds and I have loose skin and I don't have like very like muscle and all that kind of stuff. And that probably would help me feel a little bit better if I did that. The other thing is that if you're starting off at a really high weight like I did, it's like moving is hard.
And painful
and painful. There's a reason why you're sedentary, and it gets easier to move around when you weigh less. So Sarah and I are naturally more active than we were when we were like 160 pounds heavier. It used to be we couldn't find a close parking spot, we driving around the whole parking lot for an hour. Now it's like we have to park a mile away. It's like whatever. Even simple things like that lead you to be more active overall. It's just we don't exercise.
So like Emily said, in the beginning of your weight loss journey, do you have to exercise? No. Can you? Of course you can. However, as you get closer to your goal weight and you lose a significant amount of weight, and then you stop losing weight, there might be opportunity there to incorporate some exercises in order to get the scale moving again, right? Would you not agree?
Yeah, I agree. I don't believe that you can exercise away bad eating. I just don't. So I wanted just to see, okay, say I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I wanted to get a donut, but I needed to do jumping jacks to, cancel out the donut, okay? So I looked it up, and 1 minute of jumping jacks burns off 8 calories.
Not 800.
Not 800. 8. Okay. So I'm looking at the Dunkin' Donuts menu. I could go for a cruller. A cruller has 353 calories. Okay. So that means, this is like math, but 353 calories divided by 8. I would have to be doing jumping jacks for 44 minutes straight in order to burn off the calories of that one cruller. And I would eat more than one.
Yeah, right.
There is the cruller, it's light, it's airy, it's fluffy. That's a 2 donut situation, minimum for me. So I would have to do jumping jacks for almost an hour straight in order to burn that off. And that's only one. I believe that it's 80 to 90% diet when losing weight. That's just my unprofessional opinion. Not a doctor, not a nutritionist, just someone who has done it successfully. You don't have to exercise to lose weight. Not to say that exercise couldn't be valuable to improving your health. Let's just put it that way.
I agree. I also feel like when you start off your ketogenic journey, it's kind of overwhelming just even getting the right foods and learning what you can eat and what you can't eat. Adding another component in there like exercise, if you've never done it before, I just feel like your whole life becomes about your diet and weight loss, and time, like we said in our other video, tends to go by really slowly if you tend to obsess about the scale. And I feel like exercising, if you've never done it before, you're doing it to lose weight. You're not doing it for like the health aspect of it. So I feel like just concentrating on learning what you can eat and then integrating exercise when you're closer to your goal weight or when you have the headspace to do so is a better strategy, in my opinion. The way that we have treated exercise and stuff like that has been built into us since we were even in 7th or 8th grade. It was always this like punished activity. Mm-hmm. Like we were on the basketball team growing up because we're 5'10". So we were on the basketball team in elementary school, and our coach or whatever, she would make us do these like really hard exercises that made it not really fun. Miserable. Yeah. Like running those back and forth ones where you're just like, you just don't want to do them anymore. Charlie's pressing the mama button. Anyway, so I feel like I still feel that way. I feel like there's still a negative connotation when I am exercising. So I feel like there has to be some sort of retraining mentally with how I view exercising. Like recently I've been doing a lot of gardening, and that is a lot of work actually. Mm-hmm. Like I remember there's this footage of me when I was 240 or plus pounds of gardening in my front bed. Emily has it somewhere. Yeah, on her phone. I couldn't even make a hole in the ground with a shovel. Not even a shovel. What is it called?
A trowel?
I couldn't make a hole in the ground with a trowel. I was that weak. And then I couldn't bend down and stay down in order to dig the hole. It was really embarrassing. Now I feel like I'm going out and I'm doing more. So even though it's not like exercise, I feel like I'm more active, right. And I feel like at least with gardening, it's not like a repetitive motion like running on a treadmill or something like that. I'm planting flowers, I'm going out and watering them and doing that sort of stuff. So trying to incorporate more like activity without it being necessarily deemed exercise seems to work for me.
Right.
I used to watch The Biggest Loser.
I used to be, yes, because
And
I thought
we thought that was the way that you had to lose weight, right? Like you would exercise, you diet, these people would lose hundreds of pounds, and then they'd go home and literally gain it all back.
And
because
more.
they were not taught that even, what was the guy's name? Bob. He admitted, he's like, diet is mostly 80% of weight loss is diet. But like, what are they going to record on The Biggest Loser? Are people sitting in there and learning about their diet? No, they want to make these people suffer and have them work out. They literally have never moved in their life, and they're making them work out 10 hours a day.
I thought it was cruel.
I remember we almost tried out for The Biggest Loser. I filled out the form. We weren't big enough. And there was a time when I was like, maybe we should gain weight in order to qualify. That's how terrible. Like, why would I want to even be on that show? Now that I'm thinking about it.
We are just being transparent.
But you know what, though? The whole point of this video is to say that we were able to lose a significant amount of weight without exercising. So don't feel guilty if you don't feel like exercising, because we still feel that way right now, 160 pounds later.
Right.
You can still lose weight, and you can integrate it later if you want to, and hopefully one day
you'll naturally just want to. And if that day comes, I will be the first person that comes on and says, guess what, guys? I woke up today and I want to exercise. I mean, that day has not come. But if it does,
we'll be waiting.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys. And I don't know if you guys remember it, but like back when we were young, they had like these Goosebump books where it would like, you could choose your own adventure. So you would go this path to see this horror and this path to see this horror. So if you guys want to see our Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge, you can click here. And if you'd like to see our jump rope challenge, both equally horrifying, you can click here.
Maybe watch both of them.
Yeah. And we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins, signing out.